Alright, I wasn't gonna try and make a video on this topic, but I am. The Dave and Celeste thing, the case is still open. It's being investigated as a homicide now. Way of death and murder weapon have not been found. They haven't determined the cause of death yet. They found Celeste's body September 8th in a Tesla truck in Hollywood impound. Severely decomposed and I think missing parts. Speculation is Dave killed her. Facts is that Dave groomed her from a young age, starting at the age of 11. There's been people saying that they got connected through Facebook. No, Fortnite. They got connected through Fortnite. He was a Fortnite player turned into a musician overnight. It's just so funny because obviously it was probably well known he was a pedophile. A lot of people in his circle and in his like fan base knew. If you've seen the videos that other YouTubers done, they show countless pictures, screenshots of conversations, screenshots of several different social media posts about him with an underage girl, him texting underage girls, he giving attention to underage girls in his fan base more than people in his fan base. So there's a lot of evidence incriminating him, grooming this Celeste girl for a span of like 3 years, since like 11, 12, 13, 14. It's speculated that she died before she turned 15. So he's been grooming her for like 3 to 4 years. And it was very well known that she was being groomed. Obviously, the management team knew, which is why they wouldn't try to hide it when some guy on Twitter or X try to expose him. But you know how people are, they'll throw the legal book at you and they'll shut you up with money and laws. So, you all watch the YouTube videos and the posts on social medias about David grooming her, and she comes from a troubled home and she ran away several times to this guy, twice to be precise, I think people are saying. It is obvious that Celeste was failed by her family. She was failed by the school system and she was failed by the justice system, but she was also failed by her friends, and she was also failed by adults that were associated with David, because David is managed by a team. The manager isn't just the one person observing their artist. The manager always has people around the artist and always knows what's up with the artist. That's why I'm not surprised that the manager was in contact with Celeste's family prior to this, because, well, when someone's making you so much money by singing and dancing, they're obviously gonna know whatever this person's doing at most of the time. Even if they don't want to, most managers in the music industry always keep tabs on their artist through someone following them or something, assistant. So yeah, I knew that the management team knew Celeste was underage, but kept it quiet because David's making us money. Fuck this girl, we're getting the money. And the fact that he's told probably several people that she's in college, which I've been seeing some videos say that he told some of his like close friends and other people that she was a college girl and not underage and stuff like that, which is honestly kind of unbelievable to think that you would think this girl is a college student when she looks nothing like one. Let's also talk about the fact that this guy paid off Celeste's friends, and I'm pretty sure he paid off her family, but they're just not saying it because, I mean, it just feels like they knew where she was at. They just didn't care. And the fact that her friends didn't report this to police at all for several years is hilarious to me. Just the amount of like leniency for this guy. This guy literally exposed himself to so many people with this young girl by his side, and yet no one dared to call 911. No one dared to question it. But that's besides the point. Let's get to the facts. Or my opinions is that he groomed her for several years. She knew that he was a groomer probably, and you might think, Jared, why would you say that? There is a Discord live stream where you can see Celeste and David talking, and he's like, I trained you, I media trained you. And then she's like, so it's controversial to rape children? And then not only that, but she pointed out prior to that interaction, Epstein comment. And a lot of people were saying that she's a child, she doesn't know better, this or that. A lot of people were saying, oh, poor Celeste, she didn't deserve it, she's innocent. And she didn't deserve to die. She really didn't deserve to die. It's unfortunate that she got failed so badly by family, society, school, just all around, just failed on a massive scale. I mean, his fans knew she was underage and did nothing at the end of the day but support him still. So she was massively failed, but she knew what she was getting into, kind of. And I know that's controversial because people are saying, she's just a kid, she's just a kid. Well, what kind of kid knows about the Epstein list? What kind of kid calls the guy they're next to a child rapist? She knew enough that he was a weirdo. She knew enough that he was a child rapist under the law. Yet she still complied and stayed. And people were saying, he groomed her, he groomed her. She allowed herself to be groomed, okay? Let's be real. I don't give a fuck of what you think about my opinion, because there are so many little girls out there that get straight up kidnapped, raped, and not just by one guy. Some of them are trafficked to the different parts of the United States. Some of these girls are trafficked to different parts of the world and never seen again. And they don't have the luxury of being groomed. No, their cases go cold, quiet, and dead. No one looks for them, no one asks about them, no one even thinks about them. But the fact that this girl got groomed by a celebrity and found dead is making headlines is kind of pathetic to me, because there's so many other victims with killers who aren't famous, whose killers are still out there, and whose killers are probably doing the same thing to another victim as we speak. Yet, let's care about the Celeste girl, who obviously knew what she was kind of getting herself into. Did she think she was gonna die? Probably not. But she knew she was talking to a man who liked children. And you can say, she's just a child, she doesn't know better. I don't give a fuck. That's just a lame excuse. See, because I've seen children with so much more better common sense. And some of them don't even have this a good household, you know? Like, it's just insane that we give so much attention to this one case because she is connected to a celebrity. And all the other little girls that get kidnapped, raped, and then killed are never discussed about. Their cases aren't blown. No one's looking for their serial killers, because their killers aren't fucking celebrities. Their killers aren't famous artists. No, their killers are horrible men who society doesn't care to find or look for. Sadly. You know, and it bothers me a lot. And people don't understand, well, this is a sad case. It's a sad case, but it's not too fucking sad to me. Sorry. Okay? She ran away twice to this man. She knew this man was a child rapist, or else why she would make the correlation between him and Epstein and then calling him out on it on a stream that she said delete, with him deleting everything. So my thing is like, this man is guilty of being a groomer, for sure. Being a child rapist, for sure. Did he kill her? We have nothing yet from the police, nor do we have a suspect. We just know that this guy is a groomer. Do I think he killed her? There's a high chance he killed her. There's also a high chance that maybe she was pregnant. A lot of people have been saying she's pregnant. No one officially has said it. The police department has not said anything yet about her being pregnant or being an infant in any place. But they have done search warrants on the Hollywood Hill house that he was staying at. They seized some computers and cell phones and stuff like that, and they're doing a search warrant to look for blood and other things in the house, because the speculation is that she was killed at that house. What is also hilarious is that house is famous. And then not only is it a famous house, it's in a very rich neighborhood. And a lot of neighbors said they seen Celeste with David with Celeste. So you see this black older guy with this Latina super young looking girl, and they don't even question it. They don't even question that. Why is this adult black male with an underage girl, or a woman or a girl that appears to be underage? You know, it's so funny. Like, all these people are saying, oh, I seen her with him. I seen them together. Why didn't you do anything? Why didn't you do anything? Just saying. It's just kind of pathetic that this person, David, is still free, has not been charged with anything yet. I mean, can't you at least charge him with pedophilia, with statutory rape? And her family is using this her death to get some fame too. I think someone was talking about her sister and her auntie posting about her death, like Rip Celeste and stuff like that. But like, I just don't think they give a fuck. I really don't. I mean, the brother knew things and the sister knew she was having sex. So, and not only that, her friends knew too. So all these people close to Celeste knew, and all these people close to David knew, and nothing was done. The management team covered it up. The management team probably gave money to the family to shut their mouths up, as David was making the money with his music and his arts and stuff. And this poor Celeste girl, I mean, it's sad that she died at a young age and died the way she did. She probably never thought that she was gonna die. But she probably should have speculated something was wrong with this man, because this guy was a child rapist, and she said it herself. So I really can't feel truly sorry for this person. I mean, it's sad. It is sad that she got failed tremendously by so many people, so many adults who knew better, but decided to keep things under wraps and quiet because it would be more profitable to make money off of David and his insanity. So yeah, this case is very weird because a lot of people knew about it and didn't say anything until it was too late. Wow. Who saw that coming? No one saw that coming. Like, no one thought of that. This guy is insane. That he might hurt this girl. But no. The management team covered it up. I'm not surprised if the music industry knew he was a creep, because the music industry and entertainment industry here in Los Angeles and Hollywood, they're just a bunch of freaks, dude. They're so creepy looking. They're so old. Some of them are like demonic looking and have weird smiles. And it's just, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised if other managers of different artists knew how David was running behind the scenes, because these managers, these music industry managers, these entertainment managers, they talk. The industry, the music and the entertainment industry, as an industry of gossip. They love to find things to use against their artists and other people in the industry to get leverage. This is well known. This is a well-known thing. There's Diddy. Diddy was in the music entertainment industry for fucking years, and he did shit like this. You don't think they didn't know David was a fucking pedophile? They knew David was a fucking pedophile, and they let him run loose with all these, with fucking Celeste. So yeah, it's sickening that everybody's only concentrating on David being this groomer, and they're not looking at the people around him, helping him to groom this chick, helping him to move this chick from place to place. Getting a tattoo on a girl, on a minor, a tattoo artist probably got paid extras. Shut up. Their posts about each other all the time, like, come on, man. Like, this is fucking sickening. Like, the amount of people that let this shit slide until she got killed and discovered is insane. I hope the managers get pulled into court. I hope the family gets pulled into court. I hope her friends get pulled into court, because they got paid off, dude. Even a teacher that taught her heard rumors and speculation that she was with a rapper and artist over her age. If he knew before all this even blew up, that's just telling you how fucked up society is, and maybe just how the legal system and laws in California need to fucking change. Because wow, this girl could have been doing so much more better if she gotten more support, gotten actual help, and pointed at the right direction. But she ran away, came into contact with some artist over Fortnite. You know, they did their things. You know, their relationship was under wraps, and now she's dead. And, you know, as sad as it is, I'm not really sad about it, because there's so much worse cases out there, and nobody gives a fuck about those cases, because their killers and their groomers are not celebrities. No, they're much more horrible men, because at least, I mean, as fucked up as I'm gonna say it, Celeste had the luxury of being groomed and provided for, and she felt safe enough to do things with David and post about their relationships and stuff like that. Some of these little girls out in the world, in the United States, they get straight up kidnapped as they're walking to school, or they're walking to home, or while they're in their beds. They get straight kidnapped. They get used and abused by several of them, because pedophiles run in a group. And these girls are later then discarded, never to be found, or shipped to a different country to go to God knows where and what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much cases and no one's bringing it up to the forefront. But we're gonna bring this Celeste case because she's tied to a celebrity. That's what bugs me a lot. You know, like, they feel sorry for her, and I get it, and I get why they do. But dude, she called this guy a child rapist on a live stream. She knew she was fucking a child rapist, bro. Like I'm gonna leave it like that. You could do whatever you want with the information. You can do whatever you want with my opinion. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, this guy is a weirdo, and a bunch of people knew and let him slide because he was making money for them. And this girl, as sad as her death is and sad as her circumstances is, she fucking went into the trap. All willingly, too. I mean, she knew he was a rapist, a child rapist. Why else would she call him? Why else would she make correlation between Jeffrey Epstein and David? Like, she's a child, and I understand that, but you can't be that fucking naive and that fucking stupid to think that, like, this guy is not gonna, like, hurt me or anything. But you know what? What the fuck do I know, right? Who the fuck anyone knows, because she's dead. No one's never know what her last moments or her last thoughts were, because they were taken away. Was she trying to get help? Who knows? Was she helped? Probably not. Did she help herself? Definitely not. And I just hope that maybe this brings awareness to the type of men that are out there to women. Because honestly, statistically speaking, it seems like women are more likely to be, well, girls are most likely to be groomed by males. Women often are more the victims of such circumstances and cases. Yes, there's guys and boys that have been groomed, and statistically speaking, some of those cases aren't even brought up because guys usually feel so ashamed about it they don't ever talk about it again, which is another thing that's kind of fucked up. But that's for another topic. I'm just saying, I hope this brings awareness to women and girls of all ages that be careful with the type of guys you talk to and you associate with and you bring into your lives, because they say nice pretty things, they show you nice pretty things, and then when it's too late, it's too late.